What's up, the squad? Back with another video. I seen that thought I was going down. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see it right here. Y'all see it right here. Pretty crazy, pretty wicked. But again, we can't be surprised, can we? Got it here. AOC spent $50,000 in Puerto Rico alone. I know a lot of people are looking at the simple fact like, dang, she spent $50,000. Y'all got to realize this was just in Puerto Rico. Just in Puerto Rico alone. On luxury hotels, catering, and a Bad Bunny concert venue rental. So I mean, y'all see clearly what she's doing. You know, y'all clearly see what she's doing. That was a post from Fox News. This is a post from New York Post. AOC splurged nearly $50K on pricey hotel stays, dining, and renting Puerto Rico concert venue where Bad Bunny performed, which is pretty wicked. I mean, we all putting this together. We all putting this together. This is the same individual who's supposed to be doing the halftime show for the Super Bowl, right? Again, the crazy thing is, this is the first time I know a lot of people like, oh, well, I feel like you're lying about, because I had people say this before. This is honestly, again, one of the first times I ever heard of Bad Bunny. But y'all know, this obviously isn't much about Bad Bunny. We got bigger problems than this. You got self-proclaimed socialist AOC just got exposed, splurging over $50K in campaign cash on luxury hotels, catering, and such. She preaches tax the rich, either billionaires, while living like one on donor dollars. So literally what she's doing is she's getting all the, and the crazy thing is, now that I think about this, and we keep seeing it. We keep seeing it. If y'all actually, if y'all been following me, and y'all subscribed up, y'all will see what's going on. Around Thanksgiving, y'all remember when they was, doing the whole thing with the turkeys and stuff like that. A lot of this is starting to come together. A lot of it is starting to come together. She's getting a lot of this money, obviously, from donations, and she's going places, buying things when it comes to cars, when it comes to, even expensive restaurants and hotels. Y'all see it right here. Let's check it out.
Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez under scrutiny after FEC filings show her campaign spending nearly $50,000 in Puerto Rico on hotels, meals, and a venue rental at the arena where she was seen dancing it up during a Bad Bunny concert. Correspondent Sarah Williamson has the very latest for us. Sarah.
Hey, Lydia, look, you're allowed to have fun,
That's
but
right.
on campaign money, I'm not so sure about.
Exactly.
It's not exactly the best look, because these newly filed federal records show that AOC's campaign.
And I'm gonna go as far as say this, and I don't want to cut her off, but I'm gonna go as far as saying this. This comment that she had to say, you're allowed to have fun. I'm not gonna take that away from nobody. You having fun, you going here, you doing this, you doing that. I get it. It's okay. It's life. I get it. But in her sense, now that I'm thinking about all this, and as y'all thinking about this, just make it make sense. They sitting here complaining about billionaires. They're complaining about the rich. They're doing this. They're having these parties. They're partying. They're doing this and doing that. All the government's messed up. All these individuals here, they don't really have it like this. And you seen partying, got luxury hotels, this, that, and the other. That's not a good look for you. It's not a good look. And it's disgusting. So I'm gonna have to disagree with saying, oh, you're allowed to, do this. Not when a person is constantly complaining and constantly saying this and saying that. When it comes to tax the rich and the billionaires need to do this and come on now. Literally $50,000 alone in Puerto Rico. Come on now.
Nearly $50,000 in Puerto Rico over just a few months, fueling criticism, of course, of a lawmaker who has built her entire brand railing against wealth, privilege, elites, and excess. Now, Federal Election Commission filings show that for the third quarter that AOC's campaign reported nearly $50,000 in spending in Puerto Rico just between the months of June and September. The filings list high-end hotels, meals and catering, and event-related expenses paid for, all with campaign funds. The records also show about $23,000 spent on a venue rental in Puerto Rico, the same venue, in fact, that AOC was seen in a private suite at the Bad Bunny concert in August, a moment that went rather viral online. Now, the appearance coming the same month, she delivered a speech condemning gentrification in Puerto Rico and economic inequality, further intensifying criticism that her personal choices undercut her political message. Now, under federal campaign finance law, it's important that we do say this spending is actually allowed. Campaigns may legally use donor money for travel, adding lodges, meals, event spaces, as long as it's tied to political activity. There is no cap on hotel or venue costs, making this less about legality and more about credibility here. Now, we have reached out to AOC for comment, yet to hear back from her, but
because she's thinking of a law. Obviously, they're thinking about her whole team. We gonna say this. We gonna make it that. Come on now, we know why.
Published statement. Her campaign manager said that she regularly travels to Puerto Rico to support local causes and that the spending reflected legitimate campaign activity. But for critics, this just reinforces what they see as a familiar pattern of a progressive lawmaker condemning excess while she comfortably is enjoying the very privileges she tells others to reject. Lydia?
Exactly.
And that was also a lawmaker with her at that concert. Sarah Williamson, thank you for that.
Wow. Y'all see it. The individual is constantly with her, it looks like. Not even gonna lie. Definitely insane. You have it here. This is a post. Y'all can find this at SCDL Carmia, if I'm saying that right. Says, can you check in on AOC? 3 years ago, she was $9,000 in debt. Now worth $29 million. 6 homes, 5 cars, 2 yachts, $15 million in stocks, and $3 million in cash on a salary of $174,000. Pretty insane, y'all. Pretty insane. Says, how did she do this in 3 years during the pandemic? I don't know. Pretty insane, y'all. It's 6 estate properties, y'all. 6 estate properties, 5 cars, 2 luxury yachts. Says she's down there, for the cause. She's down there to help out, in Puerto Rico, y'all. That ain't what we just saw. That ain't what we're seeing right now. I'm not even gonna lie, at all. Check out what this lady has to say. Definitely real. Check it out.
AOC face, what are you doing? What are you doing out there being a socialist and, fight the oligarchy? But you're spending your campaign finance money like, you're the caviar queen. In case you don't know, a little friend, Lexi Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, she went to Puerto Rico, she's in Vermont, she's staying at the Arlo in Brooklyn, all these fancy hotels, having these expensive dinners, hanging out with Bad Bunny. But let's remember, she's one of us. She's one of us, and she wants to fight the rich people, the billionaires, the really, bad people that are making all the money, tax the rich, living like she's a princess. And the kicker of the whole thing is, I could see if she's like, listen, Prince Harry, because her fiance's got like the red hair, looks like Prince Harry #2. Listen, Prince Harry, I want to go away on vacation, and I want you to take me to I don't know, Napa Valley, and I want to stay in, the creme de la creme hotel on their dime. But this is her campaign finance money. Now, her campaign finance money is you guys or whoever's giving this lunatic money. You're saying, here's $20. I can't even buy hot dogs, but I'm going to give you money because you're going to make sure that I get a free bus while you're staying at the Chateau Marmont or whatever the hell hotel she's staying at. This is some rich shit right here, okay? She's a fake. She's a fraud. She got her little hooks, into that, the money or whatever it is that she's got, and now she's gone. She's so full of her eyes are brown. I can't wait to hear the explanation for this one.
The crazy thing is that I feel like so many people, even AOC's, the people, and this is something that I myself, even you, the people that's posting on X, the people that's posting on TikTok, the people that's posting on Facebook, are trying to let people know who they truly are. I mean, we constantly are seeing it, right? So if we're constantly seeing this stuff, and we're posting it up, it literally just goes to show y'all that people aren't paying attention. People need to start paying attention. You're literally having people like, oh, now I see what she's doing. She's doing this, doing that. We've been telling people this for I don't know how long, of what they're constantly doing and what they're causing. I literally just told individuals, it was Thanksgiving. Literally stuff she's, oh yeah, we're handing out turkey. She excited. She doing saying this, saying that. Man, she didn't spend that money. All the money that people was raising for those families, all of it. I'm telling y'all, all of them are doing it. It's definitely sad, definitely sickening. I'm not even gonna lie. Then goes and, you know, you have AOC lying about, you know, more and more things, claiming that MAGA is coming up to her saying that they want to be Democrats. Pretty insane. Check it out.
She says, I can't tell you how many times Trump supporters have come up to me and said, yes on Democrat socialism, and I can learn from you. Well, I can tell you how many. 0. Didn't happen. She made it up. Because one thing you know about Trump supporters, they're pretty solid on their beliefs about socialism. They make it pretty clear. That's like a dog saying, I can't believe how many times a fire hydrant has come up to me and said, hey, I really like getting peed on. Because that's what socialists look at America as a petri dish. We're the lab rats in their experiment. AOC is saying, you know, lab rats, come join us. Embrace your tormentors. All socialists begin by saying they're Democrat socialists. And then when that fails, they drop the adjective. They go full authoritarian. Look at Venezuela. The leader, I can't remember, was it the ugly guy or the other guy? He pushed socialism for the 21st century. That was the slogan. Then he quickly shifted into authoritarianism he took control of the military, took control of the courts, took control of the elections, concentrated power. That's what happens. There's no such thing as Democrat socialism. It's just socialism. There's a class system here. It's the people who make decisions and the rest of us. Trump's role in that bifurcation, he's the agent on behalf of the rest of us. He's our a-hole lawyer that protects us from the elites. AOC pretends that it's the same role that they provide, that you could just simply switch lawyers. Come over to our side. She is actually arguing on the power structure that made our lives hell. Think about everything that she's done. She was for defunding the police, higher taxes, more regulation. She chased Amazon out of New York. She's pro-sanctuary and trans, cashless bail. None of these things any Trump supporter would ever go for. So she's making this whole thing up.
Telling you, definitely making it up. I mean, we everybody's saying that. You know, it's one thing about it that she's trying, and she's not the only one that's trying to make herself look good when it comes down to it. I'm telling y'all. Check out what Caroline Levitt has to say, y'all.
Absolutely not. In fact, I'd like to see some of the people who actually said that to AOC and check their ballots and see if they actually voted for President Trump. Because I can assure you, MAGA Republicans oppose everything that AOC and the modern-day Communist Democrat Party stands for. Mass migration and open borders like we saw under the Biden administration. Men and women's sports is something MAGA Republicans and, frankly, the whole country rejects. It's a 90-10 issue. Taxing people to death and taking their money and giving the majority of your income back to the government. That's a horrible idea that has not worked for thousands of years. MAGA Republicans know it, and that's why they overwhelmingly voted to re-elect President Trump. And a Democrat that you had in your monologue actually was right about one thing. I don't know his name, but I give him credit for his statement where he said that the Republican Party under President Trump is the party of the working man and woman. And because of President Trump's pro-growth, America First policies, he has spoken directly to the hearts of the forgotten men and women across this country. And that's who the Republican Party is today, thanks to him.
Well,
and I feel like so many people realize that too. Like even just looking and like me seeing like how many people, you know, support President Trump. Like when you seeing different posts or like even if you're seeing somebody in person even, and they're literally just talking to you about, you know, things that's going on. Most of the people that I do talk to are literally individuals that literally get out here and grind, literally get out here and work at it, you know, because they understand and they see what's truly going on. There's a big amount of people that, you know, obviously supports the left that, again, you know, wants to be pacified, and it's not good. You know, it's not good at all. And it, you know, it's more, but just, you know, comparing, you know, the two, you can definitely tell, you know, just by talking to somebody and just hearing what they say. They don't even have to tell you who they actually support now or who they even voted for. But you can just tell on where they stand, you know, just based off of, you know, how they feel about everything that's going on right now. And I tell anybody this. I truly feel like things are doing way better than the past 4 years have been. You know, things are doing way better. You know, there are some things that, you know, crime related, you know, things that are pretty, you know, tough, pretty bad. But, you know, things are getting handled. Things are definitely getting handled. One thing about it, you know, having that Biden in the White House, I'm telling you, things definitely wasn't looking good. And, couldn't imagine, you know, having, you know, Kamala. But you already know. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for the next video drop tonight. Catch you on the next one.